Good morning. It's Fish, the Beach Bum Investor. Altcoins were kicking back nicely last time I checked, but I'm going to try something a little different today. I'm back on Google Hangouts now. I'm trying to bring it up so I can actually see the chat live. Won't be one moment. I'm sorry about this. You know me, fumbling idiot with the tech side of things. And I think I may have already stuffed it. New window. YouTube. Excuse me if you're chatting already. I haven't notified anyone we're here, so if I go here, this might work. YouTube. Yes. Yes. Con Savage Ruthless in the chat. How are you, man? GB Capital, what's up? Want to talk about coin supplies today because there seemed to be a bit of confusion amongst our own investment group, and I just wanted to set people straight with some simple maths on that. Usually find that simple maths gives you the best answers. I know that a few of our group were actually having some confusion with that, so we'll get onto that. I think I've got the live chat going so I can actually read it during the show today. That'll be cool. Matter of fact, if I, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling. Good, guys. Thanks for asking. I'll probably post up in like the social media groups in a second since I actually know what I'm doing. Well, I sort of half know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure this out. Let me turn the sound off here. And if I go like this, I think we're good. I think we are good. Yeah, we are. Oh, VTC, Dayon's been a monster, man. It's been an absolute cracker. I'm just going to put this on pause because I think it's going to affect the stream. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, VTC has been a huge gainer, man, up 30-odd% last time I checked. Just massive. I didn't actually see it going this high. I have sold out of a bit early, but you know me, I've made good profit to sell out. So I've still got plenty running because I don't sell out all the way since I learned my lesson from Neo, and I'm into good profit essentially no matter what happens with Vertcoin from here. So pretty stoked with that investment. We picked it up a few weeks ago. It's sort of, well, Crypto K got it as low as 62. I was a bit higher than that, but you think once it hits $3, it'll go down? I thought $2 might act as resistance. So who knows, man? You can get these things just going crazy. You like BTC, GB Capital? Oh, VTC, sorry. Cool, man. Yeah, Vertcoin's a good project. See, one thing I've noticed in the just in the early stages, and I better just check this, but a couple of the coins which are leading the way in the altcoin recovery are PIVX and Vertcoin. Now, yeah, that's still the case. Like PIVX up 5.6% against BTC, and Vertcoin is up 37.1% against BTC. So, goodness gracious, Vertcoin just keeps going, massive. But yeah, so to me, that just shows you how important the communities are behind a coin. I think that PIVX and Vertcoin both have very, very strong communities. So they have members and people contributing who are actually pretty eager to buy it up if it dips down there. So I think that Agent Smith was one who made the point before about PIVX being bought up every time it dips. I think you're going to see the same sort of action with Vertcoin. That's my personal opinion. So yeah, I'm just going to post up in Discord and let him know we're live because I want Pete to be here if he is, because I just wanted to talk him through the actual talking through the circulating supplies in coins. You're not first, dog. Oh, well, man, you can't win them all. Hope you're being well. Hope Kelly's going well. I'm trying out new stuff, man, so hopefully I can keep a bit better eye on the actual conversation today. Nah, that's cool. Thanks for dropping in anyway, dog. I'm just going to post up on Discord and let the guys know we're live. Crypto chat. I am live. Oh, GB Capital's in both places. So yeah, Vertcoin's been a brilliant run up. I think those community-centric cryptos like PIVX and Vertcoin are going to do well going forward. The great thing about it for me is one's proof of work, one's proof of stake. So I always had that diversification strategy in my portfolio. So stoked about that. Yeah, I saw some interesting chat on our Discord group this morning about BTC dominance and people predicting as high as 90%. And I have committed to do a nudie run from one end of D-Bar Beach to another if that happens. I don't think 90% is likely. But if all the whales in the world want to actually make that happen, just dump billions and billions of dollars into Bitcoin, that will surge to 90%, and I will be running naked across D-Bar Beach, which should be fun. It's pretty steady across the top of the market. There's been a few retracements, but nothing considerable over 5%. Stellar Lumens had another good kick up. We actually got a tip on our Discord group this morning that it was probably a good time to get in. So I can't remember who left that tip. It might have been GB Capital himself. But it has seen gains since that little tip. So it's a good source of information, our little Discord group. We get some good tips in there. Another one that was brought to my attention this morning, which I haven't had a look at yet, is ADA, Cardano. I'm really looking forward to having a look at it because I'm hearing more noise about it. And Agent Smith, who's a very savvy investor, he likes that one. So, yeah, I'm keen to have a look at it. What we might do, Pete's not here, but I'm sure Pete will watch the replay anyway. I wanted to talk to you today about circulating supplies in the crypto economy because it seems to me that it's something that's a little bit misunderstood. So I've got my bodyboard here. I'm just going to check the screen now. So excuse me, I'm going to be out of the chat. I just want to make sure this board's actually in picture. So just bear with me one moment. Oh, there I am. Cool, it is. All right, so what I wanted to talk to you today about is circulating supplies. And it's something that's quite misunderstood. People look at, they actually quote the supply as a reason to buy or not to buy a coin. And what I'm trying to explain to you with this mathematics is that it's all relative in terms of percentage gains, which is what we're looking at, or dollar value gains, if you like. So we're really looking at that in terms of percentages. And that's directly affected. That's directly affected by the market cap and not necessarily the circulating supply. Now that isn't totally accurate because different coins have different rates of inflation. Okay, so that has to be taken into account as well. But what I want to show you is a very basic explanation, not including inflation. So you might want to work it out on the overall eventual supply, or you might want to work it out on the current supply. That's up to you. Depends on how you're doing your maths, and the inflation rate's up to those eventual supplies. But realistically, what you have to do more so than taking notice of the actual circulating supplies, take notice of the market cap. That is the value of that company. And that's the easiest way to see this. And I'll explain why it's not really relative if taking away from inflation rates, but whether a coin is based on 20 million coins, 1 million coins, or a billion coins, it's actually not relative. And this is why. If we've got a $1 million company, a crypto valued at $1 million is the total market cap, right? So just going to call that coin X. Okay. So coin X is valued at $1 million. Now, in scenario A, the developers have decided to go with a circulating supply of 1 million coins. So in scenario A, circulating supply equals 1 million. Okay. Now, if we want to figure out what the coin price is going to be, it's pretty simple. We're taking the amount of overall market cap and we're dividing it by the number of coins that are in supply. So that would make this would be $1 per coin, right? So if we've got coin X valued at $1 per coin and we spend $100, how many coins do we get? So $100 equals 100 coin X. Okay. So at that point, let's say that the overall value of coin X company goes up, the total market cap goes up to 2 million. So after an increase of 2 million, it goes up to 2 million. Market cap, I'll just put, market cap. See, good work, Luke. Market cap up to $2 million. That means each coin is going to be worth 2 million divided by the million in supply, which means the coins are now worth $2 each. meaning your $100 has turned into $200. Now, let's say the developers went, oh, we don't want to go with 1 million coins because that's not enough. We want to go with 10 million coins. So there's 10 times as many coins in supply. Now, the maths actually works out exactly the same, because what happens is when we do our first calculation at a 10 million supply, so at, I'm running out of room here, but 10 million supply, the coin price of coin X is going to be 10 cents per coin, right? So it's going to be 0.10. Okay. Now, if this same company is being valued at $1 million and the only difference is the coin supply that's at $10 million, and you spend $100, how many coins are you going to get? You're going to get 1,000 coins. So $100 spend gets you 1,000 coins, 1,000 coin X, which is equal to $100 at that point. But what happens if, again, the coin supply doubles to 2 million? Well, pretty simple. Sorry, the market cap doubles to 2 million. You're going to get the same sort of math. So you're going to have 1,000 coins, 1,000 CX valued at 20 cents per coin, which equals $200. Okay. So you see there, we get the exact same outcome regardless of whether it's a 1 million supply or a 10 million supply, because it's all based on the valuation of the company. Now, you do have to take into account the inflation rates. That's where coin supply does matter. What's the supply now? What's the supply going to be at 2020, 2025, 2030, and so on and so forth? And that's how you can make some more accurate predictions based on, like, of actual coin price. So you go, okay, in 5 years, I think the company will be worth this much. And at that point, there's going to be X amount of coins in supply. And you can do the maths based on 5 years of the supply, coin supply, because we know them with most currencies. With most currencies, they're fairly standardized. So that's the exciting thing, is we can actually work out what the supply will be in 5 years' time. And then if we predict a value for that company and just do the simple maths of taking the market cap in 5 years and dividing it by the coin supply in 5 years, that gives us our coin price in 5 years. So it's not actually relevant how many, whether you call it 1 million, 100 million, I mean, even Satoshis, right? You think about it, a Bitcoin's been broken down now into 1 million Satoshis because a Bitcoin's become too expensive. So it's not relative. Like, if you want to put it that way, there's actually 21 trillion Satoshis. It's got one of the highest supply rates in the economy. So it's, you know, it's really not relative in that respect, whether it started with 1 million coins or 2 million coins or 10 million coins, not until you start calculating in inflation. So, and again, inflations are based on percentages. So if it's got a, you know, 1 million supply, a 2.5% increase to that supply would be, say, 25,000 coins a year. So you've got to calculate an extra 25,000 going into the market. And if it had a 2.5% rate at 10 million, it'd be 250,000 coins extra. The point is that it's all relative. It's all scaled. So yeah, that's my explanation. I'm going to jump back to the chat now because I don't need to see whether the boog's in, and just see whether you had any questions on that. Oh, now I can't even get back to it. This is not good. What have I done? Oh, I'm going to get back to the chat on here. No, I want to do it on here. Sorry, guys. Tech idiot. I'll just do it the way I know how. So if I go like this. Oh, hang on. Open. Yeah, there we are. Cool. Hey, Crypto Chronicus in the house. What's the highest circulating supply coin I've invested in? I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, man, because like I said, I would have done those figures relative to the supply at the time, the eventual supply, and the coin market cap. So I couldn't tell you straight off the top of my head what the supply was. I know one of the lower ones is, I was into clams for a while. I actually sold out on that on like $9 highs. I could have got it at 14 if I was smart enough to have my sell orders set, but I wasn't. Yeah, so, I can't see. I just need some sleep. Hey, ACU5, how are you? Yeah. See, even Satoshi's like scared GB Capital a bit when he first got into the market, and he's a savvy guy, man. I've seen him putting some good stuff up on the Discord group. So it can confuse even the like a experienced trader, because you're trading in new decimals. I guess it's very, very rare to be trading in those sorts of decimals in fiat trading or anything like that. So yeah, it even gave me a little confusion to start with, and I know that one of the followers over at Steam, it was also was struggling with it to start with. So yeah, it's a little bit, it can be a little bit intimidating when you first get in. And it's the same thing with Litecoin and Ether trades and that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, GB Capital. I was just getting onto that, man. Like, you can get your good prices on Ether trades and Litecoin trades because that's even less understood, because people know, oh, it's around 35,000 Satoshis. They've just got those figures stuck in their head. But then when you move it to the complexities of trading against Litecoin and Ethereum, people aren't understanding how to do the maths, and it's really not that hard. All you have to do is take the coin you're after and divide it by the coin that you're trying to trade, and that's your correct market price, and you just set it a little lower than that and set yourselves a little higher than that. So yeah, it's a simple, like, it's one step. It's dividing one coin by another. It's a pretty simple equation. There's calculators on your computers. So no one... How do I do conversation quickly? No, I don't do conversation quickly, Milo. You should have learned that by now, brother. I drag things out and rant and carry on. And that's the style of this channel, mate. So moving on from that, let's have a look at a few coins that have actually a good value at the moment, in my opinion. We had a look at Vertcoin and PIVX leading the increase, and that still looks to be the case, with PIVX has just taken a big jump. The fish effect again. How do you do conversions? Sorry, conversions, not conversations. Punching into a calculator or automated? No, I just punch it into a calculator, bro. I just go to CoinMarketCap. I'll show you right now. It's the easiest way to do it. Okay, so let's say we're trading Litecoin for PIVX, because that's something I do over at Cryptopia. I'm going to show you on here. I'm just going to, again, leave the chat for a second so I can make sure everything's actually showing up on the screen. I'm sorry for that. Won't be one moment. I'll just minimize you. Okay, cool. So I can see myself now. I'll just show you how we do that, Milo. How it should be done. This is how you calculate the trade price of any coin. If you're trading, you can trade Dogecoin, you can trade Ethereum. I'm sure this is going to be a more common thing as well, that you'll be able to trade coin to coin, like through hundreds of different markets against each other, Vertcoin against PIVX and all sorts of things. I'm sure that's going to be coming in the future. If it's not already, it's already started, but I think it'll be prolific in the coming years. Let's have a quick look. So if we took, for example, PIVX, which is what we're trying to acquire, and we check the market cap, where have you gone? Oh, up to 365. Yes! I stacked in when it got low. Oh, sorry, get back onto it, right. Calculator. So I just look up my calculator here, which is all I know how to do. I'm shocking with computers. So I just go into my calculator, right? The first thing I want to do is type in the price of PIVX, which is $3.65. Okay, so I'm just doing that now, $3.65. Okay, 365. Now I'm going to divide that by the price of Litecoin. All right. Now the price of Litecoin at the current rate on CoinMarketCap is $58.37. Getting a little cheap again, guys, on Litecoin, just a heads up there. 58.37 equals, yeah. So your price, if you like, this is if you were hitting a Litecoin trade book for BTC, is 0.062 blah, blah, blah. 0.062532. So you just set it lower than that, because no one does the calculations properly. So you almost always hit it lower than market value, and you almost always sell it higher than market value, because people are just FOMOing or panic selling and just trying to get out of one and into another. Man, I was telling the guys, Milo, I know you're fairly new, but I set my Ethereum Litecoin trade over on Cryptopia like really low, and like I can't remember what it was. It's 0.4 of a, I can't remember the exact price, but the point is that someone came in and dumped all their Ethereum to buy Litecoin, and some lucky bugger who had set their buy order low enough traded 0.6 of a Litecoin for a full Ether. Well, I don't know if it was like that. I don't know how many it was or whether the volume was massive at that rate. But the point is, everyone who had buy orders set in between there and even where I was at, like, I can't even remember where it was, but it was, you know, pretty good buy, like 20% undervalued for sure. Everyone got filled out. And the last person to get filled out was swapping at a rate of 0.6 of a Litecoin for 1 Ether. So it's really important. For me, I go and just leave Litecoin buys and sells over on Cryptopa and wait for it. It happens fairly regularly. It's a good little tip I picked up. You can find that on some low volume exchanges as well, just trading even Bitcoin on low volume exchanges. Yeah, you have to wait for it. You have to be a little patient, but it is worth it. Okay, I'm just going to figure out how to get back onto the chat again. I've got this. Boom. Here I am. That's a very interesting question, Crypto Chronicus. Now, I can either answer that as a patriotic Australian or as a person who questions humanity at times. Oh, ACU5's just said my video quality's looking fresh. New computer, dude. I'm getting ready for the Rocky Palumbo show. Yeah, I really am looking forward to that interview with Rocky and getting him to explain to us the B2X fork that we're all not wanting. Crypto Chronicus said, fish off topic, but is everybody freaking retarded everywhere you go in Australia too? Serious question. Yeah, man, pretty much. I find that with the world. I find myself just constantly going, huh? Like, I don't understand people, I admit that. And I'm considered the weird one, so I'm fine with that. Wilkie, altcoins, bro. Haven't spoken to you in a bit, man. Think the sale might be over? Yeah, well, you got to position yourself early for these things. We said that yesterday. There certainly could be more retracements as people go back into Bitcoin. I saw some research on our group this morning saying that the BTG fork could actually be worth as much as 6 to 10%, with the figures being thrown around our group this morning. So there certainly could be another sell-off with people who've already, like me, got into altcoins quite cheap in the last couple of days, and then now this pump's coming. I've seen some sells already on my Bittrex account, which just means I've made some more Bitcoin back. You guys know me, rinse and repeat. I'll just keep buying cheap, selling high. That's the game. And if I stuff it up and I sell high, I'll wait until it's higher. Oh, Dayon's got a date. Good luck, bro. Go Dayon. Shatter a beer with your crypto debit card if you've got one, or a nice drink. Probably, I don't know. Some girls drink beer in Australia. So anyway. Okay, it turned into a total pickup talk for a while there. Dude, people here in Texas are so duh. Yeah, okay, that's mate. I think you'll find that wherever you go in the world, you're going to find intelligent people, and there's been, you know, there's not a rumor, there's a belief that the world's moving to anti-intellectualism, meaning that it's more favored not to be smart. I mean, look at the people we worship in this society, the Paris Hiltons, the Kim Kardashian. So, I mean, brilliant people, obviously, but seriously, I mean, when you've got scientists curing cancer getting paid $50,000 a year and those people getting paid millions upon millions a week, the balance is out. So anyway, don't get me onto another rant. Brian. Oh man, that's a good question, and this is the big. What's going on? Hey, that's the big question. Why don't we ask Haig? Haig, why don't you come and give your advice on this?
Yeah.
Brian's just come in, Brian Rabimbas,
yeah.
And he's asking, do you think it'd be smart to buy Bitcoin or go for different like altcoins before the fork? Because Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin's had that big run up, and you're going to get free BTG. So what's your favorite altcoin at the moment, Haig?
I'm not sure at the moment. I don't know. You just got to just look for something that's low at the moment and
see.
Rise.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know cryptos, and he just told you good advice. Look for something low that's just started to come back.
You know, I feel like I don't know anything about it. I feel like I wouldn't buy Bitcoin because everyone does it. You know.
Oh, you wouldn't? No, see, there's a well. you missed out on a lot of profit since you actually talked to me about buying Bitcoin. But anyway, thanks, Haig, for your advice. There's a complete noob who's never studied a day of crypto in his life. So please don't take that, or mine for that matter, as financial advice. Brian, it is a good conversation, man, and a lot of people are going different ways on it. My personal opinion was that the altcoins were miles too cheap, especially PIVX. We knew our fix had been coming for the zero coin protocol implementation. We saw that send the price to $4 once before, and people panicked over teething issues and sold it down to $3. And I went, yum, 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 thank you, yes, please. So, man, I don't know, is the altcoin sale already over? It's happened so quickly. Let me just check the price update and whether you'd be better off holding Bitcoin to go into that 6 to 12%. Sorry, Matt Brocky. Let's get his opinion. Brocky, you're live on my stream.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Yeah, hello, everyone. So Matt Brocky is a renowned photographer in the industry. We've been best mates since we're 12 years old. And Brocky, we're currently discussing the validity of holding Bitcoin to get free Bitcoin gold, as opposed to buying up more altcoins that are on sale at the moment. So what's your personal opinion on that?
Sounds good, yeah. I'd be getting all the Bitcoin gold I could.
Oh, he's going for Bitcoin gold. There you go. Again, Brocky, not a crypto investor. Dude, I'll call you back after the stream, yeah?
No,
sorry about that. Yeah, so Brocky said he wants Bitcoin gold. I don't think he knows what it is. So again, not financial advice. So would it be smart to buy Bitcoin or go into altcoins, man? It's a really tough decision. I know my accounts had a nice pump this morning, which means some altcoins have done very, very well. Is the sale over? I think it depends on the individual coin. I saw ARK quite cheap this morning. Just having a look at how that's gone now. So even that started to come back as well, but it's still quite cheap. ARK was one that I noticed. Lisk has got not only a rebranding, but they'll be releasing their development tools. I don't know much about programming in that. So it's like their development package that allows people to actually develop stuff on the Lisk platform. They're going to be releasing that rumored to be December. So if that happens, man, people are going to be flogging into Lisk because they're going to be actually developing coins on it, right? So, yeah, I think Lisk is probably one that's underpriced at the moment long term. ARK is another one. Komodo had a run down. I'll just check the price for you. I'm sticking with a few at the moment, like Komodo. 10x had a huge run down. Pay token's way too cheap, man. If you're looking for a cheap altcoin, I think that couldn't possibly have recovered to nearly where it needs to be at the right valuation, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, this is comfortably a $250 million company, if not more. It's had a pretty good recovery actually. Here comes the green. Here comes the green candles. So yeah, laptop to laptop. Yeah, pay was good, man. I got into some of that pretty cheap, and I just kept stacking. Like if I hit it, I'll just keep hitting it on the way down. That's why I always like to keep a bit of money in reserve to, like a lot of the guys on our Discord group this morning going, no, I've got no BTC left to spend on these bloody real big dips. And I was like, hee hee hee. And I stacked in and got some real good gains. So I was lucky with that. It bottomed out at 27,000 Satoshi. It's $1.63 in fiat. That's so cheap. That was always going to be too cheap. So yeah, to me, I just think there's still a lot of good value. I think some have now had a good run up, so you got to be careful with them. But Bitcoin Gold is a little unproven, but the one thing it certainly has going for it, if I can just finish my thoughts on this debate, and I've just come right down to the bottom. So if you want to chat live now, you can. And I'm just going to keep going, guys. So if I've missed a comment, please bring it back into the, please, if it's important for you, please type it again. I'm sorry to make you do that. It's just the best I can do at the moment. But yeah, Bitcoin Gold could certainly receive the mining power from Ethereum when Ethereum moves to proof of stake in the Constantinople section of the Metropolis fork. So I just think that given, if it was to actually receive a lot of that mining power, shivers, that's value. That is. I mean, mining power is value. So that's what you see in Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin's power is the power of the amount of people securing that network. I don't know if you need to get I'm on the Gold Coast, man. Where I'm in the southern tip of the Gold Coast, or the northern end of New South Wales. So I'm actually right next to the Coolangatta Airport on the Gold Coast, the Gold Coast Airport. I live literally 5 minutes from there. So it's a beautiful tourist area. Some of the best beaches in the world. We have the first leg of the world tour for the WSL right over here at Snapper Rocks every year. It's in February, March, I think. So that's coming up again soon. Do you need a visa? I think you need to, depending on which country you're coming in from, bro. I think it depends on which country you're coming in from, whether you need a visa or not. I think you'll need a travel visa regardless, right? But the type of visa will depend on which country you're coming in from, which ones you're eligible for. But yeah, man, come for a visit. It's a beautiful place. If you want to get in the surf, you're coming from the USA. Yeah, we've plenty of USA visitors. We've got no restrictions against visitors from the US. So it would just be what sort of visa you'd be requiring. I'm not 100% sure on that, man. But yeah, it's a great place. Australia's a good place. Like, beautiful, beautiful place. Especially around the southern end of this Gold Coast is one of the most picturesque places you will see in the world. It's gorgeous. So yeah, I can strongly recommend it. And if you're in town, man, hit me up. I'll come and meet you for a surf for sure. Go for a cheeky beer. I know all the local places, so plenty to do over here. Nah, man, no, I don't feel like that at all. I feel like the Crypto Chronicles said, oh, y'all should block the US citizens. We're all retarded. Nah, man, it's the same. Like, some Aussies do things that make me super proud to be Australian, and some Aussies do things that make me very embarrassed. So I think it's dangerous to blanket a whole country like that. There's certainly statistics that will support some stereotypes, and just to group people. Everyone's individual, right? So yeah. So there's a couple of the altcoins that I saw as too cheap still at the moment. And even with that run up, I still see pay as too cheap. It's $1.80. It's been $4.50 or something like that. $4. It's been way higher than that. That's half price, in my opinion. So yeah, there's a few good still a few good coins on sale for sure. Just looking at I'm so stoked with my account. It's just boomed while I've sat here, and still a little up further. It's good fun. Like when you get a strategy, like, this is the good thing. When you get a strategy and it plays out for you, and you put a lot of time and effort into actually developing that strategy and thinking about the way that the wider markets are going to work. And I always try and position myself earlier than people. So quite often that will leave me exposed for a little bit. But I figure if I get it right at one of the things that we talked about this morning, and one of the groups said, I wish I'd changed all my stuff into Bitcoin. And that's when I said, I know, even before this pump started, I was like, I know that I've made the right decision now. Chain coin to the top, maybe fake news. Look, nothing's ever dead. I hope so, man. I'm still holding 2 nodes and running them, but that was a bit of a failed social experiment. I think we can safely admit that. But one of the things we were talking about on our Discord group this morning is someone commented that they wish they'd gone more into BTC, and that's when I knew that BTC would more than likely steady off and the altcoin market would come booming back, because an old saying, I think it was Warren Buffett who said it, is when everyone else is being greedy, that's when you want to be fearful. And when everyone else is being fearful, that's when you want to be greedy. So that's what I was doing. When everyone was being greedy, trying to get more Bitcoin, saying, oh, it's never going back to those things, I was slowly selling off into the altcoin market that everyone was fearful of, because people were talking about 90% Bitcoin dominance again. And I just don't ever see that happening. Not anymore. There's too much validity in the altcoin market. I've stood by that strongly ever since I started researching the altcoin market. I saw the validity of it. So, yeah. Oh, Hourglass is in, off work. No customers. You can actually have a chat with us. Good to see. Fake news, welcome, man. You're still holding 3 nodes, yeah, bro. It dropped down to like 16 or 17 cents. I was thinking about buying another one, or maybe even 2 or 3 more and just stacking into it. And if it runs up, I'll go from there. So, Shalom Goyam. Hey, Frank, how are you, man? I'm good. Frank's got his own crypto channel for any of those interested. He does post up his YouTube stuff in our YouTube section and our Discord group. Go check it out. He's quite a character. Good to have you in the chat, Frank Pierce. Fake news, welcome as well. Oh, you got some at 273. Nice one, man. So Fake News has just brought Ether into the conversation and said that it's going to blow up. I picked up some at 273. I think that's brilliant buying, Fake News. Really well done, man. I think you'll see $400 price points on Ethereum going into the first quarter of 2018. I think you'll see that by the end of the first quarter. You'll see $400 price points, at which point you can decide, I've made good money and I'm going to sell a bit, or you know how to play it, bro. You make your own decisions from there. I don't tell you where to sell. It looks like I need some sleep. I definitely need some sleep, bro. I've been working hard. I figured out how to use video editing, and because I'm new at everything, it takes me 10 times longer to do anything, but I finally figured out how to edit some videos, so I'm going to be bringing you some stuff out in the next couple of days. Oh, I don't know about 10x, man. Crypto Chronicus, I think that's a big call. $3,000 price, or $3,000 price point. I think that's large call. What I still maintain this actual position. And when I first got into the crypto economy, I heavily searched Bitcoin and Ethereum, as most do. Metropolis definitely, man. But I think the second phase is where you're going to see. Yeah, I got Omasco as well, bro. I picked up some more of that as well when it dropped down to like $7 flat almost. But getting back to it, yeah, Vitalik's awesome. I agree, legend. But yeah, going back to Ethereum versus or the price predictions for Ethereum. When I first got into the economy, I was predicting an eventual, like I'm talking long term, an eventual exchange rate of 5 Ether to 1 Bitcoin. Now, if you were to still take that exchange rate into account today, I'd valued Ethereum at $1,200 as of now, roughly. So yeah, I think $1,200 is not out of the question long term. I'm talking long term, guys. But having said that, you know, these markets do move quickly, and like the guys are saying a lot on here, Vitalik's an awesome guy. Metropolis has already been positive in terms of scalability and speed, and will continue to be positive as they look towards moving towards proof of stake. And they got a lot of things going on with this Metropolis fork. It is a very positive fork, in my opinion. I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about it, so there you go. Omasco, yeah, I picked up some more as well. I think it's way too cheap at the moment. It's taken good retracements. Used to be above $10. So I see now as you're buying it at 20%, 30% discount, as far as I can tell. I haven't actually checked where it's gone in the last little bit. Let's have a quick look now. Let's keep an eye on the market and see how that Bitcoin dominance towards 90% and Fisher's nudie run on D-Bar Beach is going. Overall market cap at 174.3, so really nice, steady market. 57.8% dominance, so fairly steady in terms of Bitcoin dominance. It seems that the good altcoins are benefiting. The bad ones might be suffering at the moment. Neo's actually had a pretty good run up since we spoke about it yesterday. 29, 28 at the moment. A lot of people still see that as good buying. I know there's a lot of big Neo fans out there. I must go. OMG, $7.62. That's a quick bounce. Common Hood. I did see you say that, Crypto Chronicus. Thank you. Common Hood ICO at the moment, I believe. I haven't actually looked at it, man. Singled out some ICOs for my Ether investments, and I don't actually have any spare Ether to put into it, so I haven't bothered to look at it. Wilkie thinks PIVX is going to soar. Wilkie, it depends whether you hold or dump it, you big bloody whale. Will Wilkie buy up more PIVX or dump it? Yeah, no, I think it is. You know, we spoke about this, Wilkie. We talked about it, man. I hope you got some more when it hit those lows, because I did. I picked up some more. And it's beautiful to seeing what it's doing now. Really nice to see that strong recovery. Cobbin Hood, yeah, sorry, Crypto Chronicus. I didn't actually look at that. Link to the Moon Monday. I am hearing a lot more about Chainlink. A lot more people are really getting interested in it. I think the GB Capital's talk on the scuttlebutt, if you like, on the banter, on the water cooler talk alone, that thing's got potential. I'll have to look more into it, but that much chatter and that much positive chatter. I haven't heard one person say a bad thing about it yet. So yeah, what about 0x? Oh, Frank Pierce comes in with I hate Link. Thank goodness. We finally get a balanced opinion. That's great. No, look, see, there you go. Frank Pierce is not a fan of Link, and that's what we like. We like balanced opinions here. Guys, we might actually, I think we're going to have to take a look at Chainlink. Oh, that'd be great, GB Capital. Why don't we take a look at it for tomorrow's show? Look, I'm going to even put it on the board. We're bringing the board back to record what we got to do. I can look at a coin tomorrow. So let's have a look at Chainlink. I think that's important. And we'll see what its offer is. Bang, Chainlink added. There you go, GB Capital. Mate, you do so much work and contribution over at our Discord group. I'm happy to take a look at that on the show. If you could, please have some, you're buying some cob right now. Okay, cool, man. No worries. Cob and Hood, that's the one that you're interested in. I've seen it advertised heavily. I've just never even looked at it, to be honest. Oh, thanks, Frank Pierce. Frank Pierce has got some comments here to support up his not being so fond or not being a supporter of Chainlink. He said, if you're a dev, why would you use a third-party dApp to link is that Solidarity file? Like, I've heard of Solidarity. Is that what we're talking about? Solidarity file to external data. See, I don't know enough about programming to comment on that, man, but I love the fact that you do know enough about it to actually have a comment on that. Why wouldn't you just write JS files to link to the API? Thanks very much for that comment, Frank Pierce, because even though I have no idea what you've just said, hopefully a lot of people who are watching this stream understand your opinion and solidity. Thank you, solidity. Okay, cool. If you're a deaf, the Ether language. Yeah, I thought it was Solidarity for some reason. Thank you. So I did recognize what you were talking about. That's one of the things I was looking into with Lisk, because it's got Java, and I understand Java's a much more friendly, or known programming code. I'm just like, I don't know anything about it. It's just me researching it, and that's, if 70% of the people in the world can use Java who are, capable of programming, that means 70% of the programmers can use Lisk. So, whereas they may not be able to use Ether without learning a bit more. I haven't had a look at First Blood, Frank Pierce. I'll have to get into that in the future, man. But thanks very much for bringing up that opinion, man, because I hadn't actually heard anyone say anything negative about Chainlink, and you're the first. And I love that. I love someone who's prepared to not only say, look, I'm going to take an alternative view, but I'm going to back it up with my reasons, and here they are. So I love that, man. DNT, yeah, I'm actually on District 0x, bro. I bought it at 10 cents, so I've taken quite a ride down on it. But I think long-term potential of the project's good. GB Capital said, Frank, I can't even understand that. So I'll have to do some more research to understand what Frank's actually said about, I guess, the downfall of Chainlink. So we'll certainly bring that all to you more tomorrow when we actually have a look at it. It's on the board. So we'll have a look at Chainlink tomorrow. DNT, District 0x, yeah, I think it's got good long-term potential, Frank Pierce. Oh, GB Capital said, I'm not tech savvy, but I understand the big picture. Yeah, I'm sort of the same, bro. Well, at least I have my own big picture in my head. I don't know if I actually understand the real one, but I have my own big picture in the head. And that's why, for me, I'm happy to get in on something like Lisk, because I understand statistics. And if that statistic that I've researched is correct, that 70% of programmers are capable of using JavaScript, then that makes Lisk a really interesting value proposition to me. You team to that they've actually got their development stuff coming out in December, their development package, if you like, and then you add to that a rebranding. I think Lisk could go big, and we've seen it as high as $8, and it was trading at $5, so that's almost half price. Oh yeah, I saw that, man. There's actually some information on our Discord group, Frank. Frank's just said the Ether naming service district comes out on the 31st of October. Yeah, man, Jiao put up some information on that as well on our Discord group. It's exciting times. I think that District 0x is now listed on Bittrex. That's a major exchange, Binance as well, which has high volumes going through it. It's a brilliant idea around you know, governance by districts. I really love it. You know, essentially, if something works better for coin collectors, and I can I'm not a collector as such, but I'm a numismatist, so I do actually sell collectible coins, and we can decide how that's going to best run for the numismatics industry, whereas, you know, people selling mining rigs can decide how their district is going to work best for selling crypto supplies. And I just think that that's a really cool concept on the governance model. So it's governance by districts, and there's also rewards, right? If I'm not mistaken, where it's like you'll get essentially a cut of the revenue generated through districts. Yeah, so I liked it. It's pretty cool. Just checking out the chat some more, guys. Thanks for joining in. You're a crack up, Dayon. Go and use that money to go and buy that lovely girl some flowers or something, mate. Dayon said, all right, I'm back. Screw the date. VTC is at $3.07. Dayon, my advice on that, man, is if you're thinking of selling, just sell small amounts. That's what I've been doing. I just sell off little chunks and then try and buy it back cheaper. Dayon said, I'm thinking of selling, but damn, what if it goes up again? Yeah, man, that's the game, right? I think Vertcoin was always going to have this big pump. I didn't rip 312. Holy crud. Let's go and have a look at my Bittrex account. I'm not actually going to show it to you, but I just want to do another happy dance. It's still going up. PIVX has gone up. Oh, it's good. Like, do you guys want to know what my top 2 holds are on Bittrex? PIVX and Vertcoin. And PIVX, I've got a wallet full of it as well. So, well, not full of it, but I've got enough of it in the wallet. So, yeah, loving that. Sweet. Yeah, I think at $3 mark, man, I might even sell off another 10 coins or something. Just bank another $30 and put it back on the buy wall down at around the $2 mark. Look for those big, heavy retracements, you know. It's good profit. I'm banking now for another 10 coins. I might look at that after the stream. Don't beat me to it, by the way. See what happens. But, yeah, I know what you're saying about the, like, sort of holding versus selling when you've made good profit, man. I don't know. If I sell off a little bit and bank some profit and it keeps going skyward, the rest of my coins are still going skyward. So I see that as the best way, because it's kind of you win either way. If you sold it off, you'll get to buy it back cheaper if it does dip. If you sold it off and it keeps going, the rest of your coins are skyrocketing. So who cares? Yeah, so that's for me. I just sell off little chunks, man, like 10% at a time on a run like this, right? At $3.78, are you being serious? Still going? All right, I'm getting the chart up. Holy parabolic Batman. That's some serious guy. Do you guys remember when I was calling supports on this around 23,000? 23,000 Satoshis? No, it's $3.21 now on Bittrex, bro. Dayon, catch up. Yeah, bro, I'm with you. It's mooning like a... I don't know, like I've actually got some sell set that I didn't expect to hit for a long time. I've literally got a sell set at like 54,998, I think it is. And it'll probably hit there by the time I finish this stream, the rate this is bloody going. So yeah, that's where I got my, I'll tell you where I got my sell set, man. I've only got one left. I really didn't see this much of a run up. And I've kept, you know, 2/3 of my coin. I've just sold up 1/3 of it on the way up, which is not a terrible thing. I've taken profit and put some of that back into ARK and put it back on the buy wall for you know, put some more PIVX and put it back on the buy wall for Vertcoin. I got some more pay. So I spread it around a little bit. What time is it in Asia, man? It's about 11 a.m. roughly. Depends on what part of Asia, bro. big continent. But yeah, it's roughly 11 a.m. sort of in Eastern Asia. 10 a.m., 11 a.m. around that time, man. I can't tell you straight off the top of my head. Yeah, we have to, Julius. Julius just has come into the chat and said, do you have to pay your taxes on crypto down there? Yeah, man, we do. they were talking about double taxing at one stage, like paying GST on the entry, like goods and services tax on actually getting into the crypto economy. So we'd be stung a 10% tax there, and then I imagine it would work on capital gains tax. Anything after that. 326? Are you serious? My sell orders are going to hit soon. 54998. That's where I've got a sell order. I'm announcing it live, so you can beat me to it if you want to. I don't necessarily want to sell it at this stage. It's going to go pretty close to hitting that mark. I'll just take a look at the book now, but see, you can see my dot coming up here, and I've done it right before the 55,000 resistance because there's a big sell-off at 55,000. So I don't know, it's up to you guys, but I'm going to sell that still at 54,998 if it hits it. There's actually been it's moving a lot, but 54,800 it's just had a big $6,000 sell put on it. So 6,000 VTC sell put on it. It's shifting now. It just moved back to it's literally gone now. It's gone. I don't know whether that got bought up. Let me just have a look. Holy mother. Oh, I just got myself. It literally just hit. So, holy crap. How do you get that sort of growth? Wow, 55.6, $3.37, $3. Oh, keep going. What a joke. That's 5x for me from my lows. Or no, it's probably 4x because I started, I didn't get it quite at the lows of the crypto. Oh, I did originally, but not on the second time around when it dipped. Crypto K got it back at 62 cents. Whew. $3.45 now, man. It's just going berserk. 57,000 Satoshis it's just hit. You got it at 98 cents. Man, you'd be laughing. You'd be laughing. I was around 80 cents, probably average buy line on that one, 80 cents. So 4x the crap out of it. Boom! Love those ones. I might check out. Job done for the day. Serious. Guys, I want to thank you all for joining another cryptocurrency discussion. It has been fun. It has been fun watching my account go up like that on the back of a PIVX and Vertcoin-led recovery. 56,000, wow. Yeah, I reckon we'll get a dip now. That's too parabolic. Look at that last candle. That's so big. I'll zoom in a bit. Seriously. You do what you like, and it could stack 3 of those giant candles right on top of each other and never come back again. But that's getting pretty parabolic, eh? Because that's at 5.3, guys. That's where that's showing to. So 5.7's up here somewhere where it's hitting now. It just hasn't filled it in yet. So you do what you're going to do, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that sell. And yeah, I can actually already buy it back cheaper. See, I can buy it back at 53,000 right now. So there you go. Made money like that. That's why you always have a preset, guys. And now I've got to go because I've got to go figure out a line of support that I'm going to buy those 10 coins back at even cheaper. All right, guys, I'm going to peace out. Thanks so much. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Now it still hasn't filled in. But yeah, I'm going to peace out, guys. It's been real fun chatting to you today. I hope this stream's working out a little bit better with the improved technology. I will actually get my own computer going soon. This is one that I'm borrowing, but I'm catching up with Jace next week, Aussie Canuck, and he's going to set me up with a full proper setup, guys. So definitely improved quality coming from here. I think we've tried this out enough that I can get I can invite the legendary Rocky Palumbo to come in and have a chat to us about the B2X fork. So we'll do that, and we'll do Chainlink all in the next couple of days. So join us here at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time each and every day for the cryptocurrency discussion and report. Peace out. Catch you later. When I can figure out how to stop this. Now, peace out. See you later.